Hello everyone! Before we get started today, I want to give a shout out to Zammy once again. Their commissions are open, and they do some amazing stuff. If you saw the mini toys of Cosmos yesterday, that really cool thumbnail, Cosmos as the Grim Reaper around the tombstones of the toy lines he's killed, that was made by Zammy. Zammy did that, and it was absolutely incredible. You can see some of their terms of service right here, and then going over, we got the prices for headshot, half body, and full body. These are incredibly good prices, especially for the quality of work that you are getting. I'm going to have Zammy's contact information down below. And the reason why I wanted to give Zammy two shout-outs in one go is, of course, one, they did the Mini Toys of Cosmos, but also, they have gifted me a new PFP. I'm going to make a community post about this later on, but this is going to be my profile picture from now on, and I am incredibly grateful. Thank you again, Zammy, for this. Just look at this. It's so good. I love that Galvatron has like a weird little twitch to his eye. It's perfect. But alright, it's time to get directly into the news. Sightings this week. People are starting to see the new wave of deluxes for Age of the Primes and Studio Series. Alongside that, people are starting to find Cyberworld. Specifically in the UK, people found Scorponok. And I'll stand by this. For a simple toy, this Scorponok actually looks really good, and I like the colors. It's not quite Energon. It's kind of like in between Energon and G1 and giving us a cool new deco, and I like it. So I'm really hoping that we might see some more Cyberworld guys before too much longer. Third party didn't show much this week. However, there were a lot of official reveals. The only issue with the official reveals is that a lot of them are things that we've already found out about through other listings, usually from Takara Tomy. Hasbro has kind of scooped themselves this time, but still, there's some worthwhile stuff to talk about. One of the big things, Symbiote Studios is making what they're calling the Shoulder Sitter Laserbeak. This Laserbeak is made to sit on your shoulder comfortably, or you can put it on a shelf. It can sit on the shoulder of the Soundwave they've done. But the whole reason they've made it this way is so that if you're doing a Soundwave or a Megatron cosplay, you can have Laserbeak on you. That's pretty cool, and also I really like how they rendered Laserbeak as a plush. Symbiote Studios also did Snarl. Snarl looks pretty cool. The thing I don't get is, why is Snarl's head darker? Is that a normal thing with Snarl? I thought he had a golden head. Oh, wait a minute, this is G2 Snarl. See, I'm just not familiar with G2 Snarl. I didn't know that the Dino mode had a darker head, but that's the G2 Autobot logo. So, cool, plush of G2 Snarl. Yellow Park is showing up with another AMK Pro figure, this time being Soundwave and Ravage. This looks really cool. I think I've been so spoiled for choice when it comes to Bumblebee movie Soundwave that this isn't hitting me as hard as it is some people. But I know a ton of people are excited specifically because Ravage looks so good. And it's Yellow Park, so it's going to be incredible. All their kits have turned out so well. Keeping with Soundwave, supposedly there's going to be a redeco of Masterpiece Soundwave incoming. There's some people who think maybe Shattered Glass. I saw some people who think Marvel Comic. Some people think that they're just going to take the original Masterpiece Soundwave and just give him a more anime-accurate blue. Truth be told, that original Soundwave is still one of the best Masterpiece toys. It's so good. And I saw so many people who were like, well, why don't they just update him and make him more cartoon accurate? And all I can say is, what the hell would you change? That original Masterpiece Soundwave holds up so well. Like, it's incredible. Why would you need a new mold? I don't know what you could improve. Acoustic Wave tried to improve, and I think it's a worse toy. But that's just me. I don't think I need another mold for Masterpiece Soundwave. They've kind of hit it out of the park already. Now, there was some Cyberworld reveals. That said, most of them were toys we've already talked about. We've just gotten new publicity photos. This is an entirely new toy, though. This is Chop Shop, but you can see his colors are a lot more like G1 Venom. And moreover, he reminds me a lot of Energon Insecticon. I'm really interested in the Cyberworld toys still. I think a lot of them look really cool, and Chop Shop might have just shot to the very top of my list. I think he's right up there with Skybite for me right now. Grimlock is going to be getting a reissue in Studio Series. This had been rumored for a long while, but that's great. If you missed out on Grimlock before, you're going to be able to get him in his normal colors in just a little bit. I think Grimlock might be one of the most reissued toys of the last few years. But it's for good reason. This might be the best Grimlock toy at this scale. Mixmaster and Scavenger officially revealed by Hasbro. That said, Takara Tomy officially revealed them a while back, and then they were leaked before that. We've talked about these guys so many times on the show. I'm not going to spend too much time on them here. That said, Transformers 1 Starscream, getting better looks at him. And I said before, I think he's going to look better in person. They just put him in a bad pose. This photo is kind of proving that, because it's still showing a little bit too much of the gaps. But I do feel like Starscream looks a lot better than what we saw in previous renders. That makes me think that this is going to be a Starscream that's really going to look great in hand. But until we get the in hand, we're just going to keep seeing some of the stuff that you probably don't want to notice. But okay, I still think it's a fine Seeker. That said, of course I'm more into Thundercracker. I like this design more. I like this mold more. I like this character more. And they gave Thundercracker just the chewiest of Superman blues. So of course I'm excited. He's getting the Neuron Assault Rifle! Oh, I didn't even realize that. He's getting my favorite gun from War for Cybertron. Oh, dude, they gave my favorite Seeker my favorite gun. That's great. Oh, that's so good. This Thundercracker is just getting better by the day, dude. Widowmaker is also here. Widowmaker is probably my favorite out of all the things revealed out of Studio Series recently. I don't know what it is. This design just hits so hard. And I'm so glad that so many people in the fandom are excited for it, because I don't know. I hate that they didn't use this in the movie. Widowmaker actually does look really cool. Widowmaker looks a ton cooler than Stinger. Like, I've never really liked Stinger. Widowmaker looks so cool as like a next generation Decepticon. Speaking of, not Stinger, but the guy he was ripping off, Bumblebee, we are seeing the Hearts of Steel, Bumblebee, and Megatron 2-pack. Megatron, of course, was just concept art that Guido Guidi did for that series way back. I don't know. They're not really working for me. Megatron has weird arm kibble, but the design overall is cool. Bumblebee looks really weedy. I don't think I'm going to be going for these guys, but if I could maybe just get that Megatron, I might go for just that Megatron. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Finally, something that wasn't revealed before, something that we didn't know about. We have finally seen the Transformers 1 Studio Series Alpha Trion. He looks fine. And what I like the most is if you look at his prototype, they've actually sculpted in the rust. So if this toy gets a good deco, this could be a beautiful, beautiful figure. But of course, the thing I'm most excited about, ba-bam, it's Arachnid! Arachnid looks so good, actually. They got her weird legs, they got her spiders, and then, of course, it looks like they've captured the drone perfectly. Arachnid might be the single toy I'm the most excited about after all the ones that we saw today. Though, to be fair, most of the ones that we saw, we've seen like 15 times. Speaking of another one that we've seen a lot, but at least this time it's in color, we finally know what the Macross Transformer is going to look like. It's going to look like this. Pretty cool looking. I like the colors a ton. And then finally, for anyone who might have missed Missing Link Optimus, they are going to release him, which is great. I know a lot of people who missed out on this toy and wish they got it. Well, it's your lucky day. You're going to be able to grab Missing Link Optimus just in time to get Missing Link Sunstreaker and RC. Now then, what's coming up, what's coming out on the channel? I really wanted to have the Q&A video done by this week. I just don't think I'm going to be able to. I was super busy, and I want to put more work into it, so it's probably going to be another couple of weeks before that comes out. I'm going to try to get a smaller video done by Wednesday, but truth be told, it's probably going to be a pretty barren week. Alongside that, Many Toys of Predaking will not be coming out on the 4th of July. It's not coming out on Friday. I'm going to have it come out on Saturday. Only reason for that is because I know a lot of people are probably going to be with family on Friday. I figure I'd do it on Saturday. That way, people might be able to catch it, have a little bit of an easier time watching it. Now, I do want to tell you guys this. I think I'm going to move away from daily reviews. that might be the video I make on Wednesday, is just a channel update. I think I'm going to move away from those daily reviews so I can have more time to focus on Many Toys Of and some other videos that I've been wanting to try out. That also means I might be stopping production of the Many Movies Of. I don't think I'm going to be doing the Godzilla videos anymore. I think going forward, I would like to do some more kind of high concept things. I'm actually working on a video right now. At 3 o'clock in the morning last night, I had a weird moment of inspiration. I want to try to make a Grink Pantheon using Transformers characters. And on top of that, I would really enjoy to start doing almost like a Transformers for Dummies thing where I just explain fandom concepts or terms. I'm actually writing a script right now for a video that just explains what kibble is, or what the Seekers are. Kind of like how the Many Toys Of is supposed to show new collectors all your options. I would like to do a show that just goes into where did some of these fandom terms come from, what falls into that term, just more stuff like that, because I think that's interesting and I think that's a better use of my time than just doing more reviews. But I'm not concrete on anything yet. To be sure, it's been a really busy week trying to get Predaking and Starscream done. Many Toys of Starscream, fingers crossed, is going to be next week. But with that all in mind, I think it means that I'm probably going to scale back some videos so that I can scale up better videos. Right now, the channel kind of lives and dies on the idea of there only being one big video a week, that being the Many Toys Of. Well, maybe that's the case, but maybe I could have a smaller video that's a lot more than a review, but not as big as Many Toys Of, and that could be our Wednesday video. That's where I'm thinking I'd put things like Cybertronian rankings and the fandom term videos. I'm still just experimenting with all those ideas. I think July is going to be a time in which I'm going to just be trying to implement some of these changes. I just want you guys to know that. I'll make another video. I'll probably make the Wednesday video this week, just talking about some of the changes I want to make to the channel. But we're still excited for Predaking. Many Toys of Starscream, hopefully next week. Q&A, hopefully next week, if not the week after that, definitely. But in any case, guys, I need to go through my producers and thank everyone here. Oh, let's see here. I didn't go for me for a sec. Thank you to Oscar NJ Boy, who I just did an interview with last week, as well as Confish, my second oldest producer. There's Sinan and Incinerator, always a ton of help. You got Silvershot and God Empress Music, hello, hello. Of course, Delinquent and Cool Colin 17 holding down the fort. And finally, a big thank you to Angel and Sam. Wow! Thank you guys all so much for watching the news, and we'll see what we get up to next time.